Okay. Scene collection books. I've seen. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's the sound? Yeah. Sounds like. Hey! God, I can't believe I'm playing this. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's just going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk. Let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. See that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Poku. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Paku, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along. and go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. God. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promised you that. Yay! What do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. But if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought... yeah, oh god, I can't read. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. They said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by your cupcake for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Better be good. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sarah always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Baku, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Oh crap, that's scary. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. 1 second, I'm gonna hurry up and just open the stream back up on my phone. So everything's showing. So I could maybe keep a look at the comments. Shit. Oops. Might have to go grab my laptop. That should be good. Oh well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh wait, I should... How do you say that? That's right. It's great to see you again, Faku. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. Well, we rarely talk. But we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Poku. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, you know... Oh, then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray. Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, he sounds so cute. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. So he grabs the first and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. I really thought I was going to do voices, but I really suck at this because I don't want to sit there and go, hey. Sierra talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I'm not sure if you guys know this. I'm just going to give this a random fact. If you twist off the bottom of the cupcake, put it at the top on the icing, it makes it a sandwich. It makes it, personally, taste better and less messy. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances up in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I really want cupcakes now. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You don't know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Ryuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Nah, I'm surprised I'm freaking reading this. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. I can't do it. Trying to make the faces that I would assume they were making. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. 1 second. There we go. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Sounds like a good reason. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Isn't debating a type of just arguing? Okay. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Um, One second, guys. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I honestly thought Yuri was going to be the president. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It just must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Ah, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So, she seems like the friend that's always bugging you. I feel like she's overly confident. She's a little timid, and then she's just like a casual speech thing. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted of the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Poku, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? How did I know that was going to happen? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yeah, if it's about her life, it sucks. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a horror lately. I read a horror book once. Probably the only time I read, too. Yeah. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Your sidles behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. I might have to take a break in the middle of the stream, go make lunch. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing sorry about that. Oh crap, I missed your comment, sorry. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and from what I was told, it's a dating simulator game. If you're still watching. And I was told that, okay, if you search it up on Google, it says it's a horror literature game, but a lot of people just say it's sad. So I thought I'd give it a try. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example, help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri? Oh, I want to wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Oh crap. I have an idea, everyone. Asking Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Kind of sad. I would think I'm the only person watching my live stream. Let's all go home, write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. Strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Poku? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and that was my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Poku... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Hey, flirt. Oh my god, I hate myself sometimes. Right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay! Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess? Oh my god. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Poku, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel like an anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Poku, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? God, I suck at reading. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. God. Sorry for all the yawning, I woke up early for this. And I'm going to be trying to do this on a normal schedule. Oh, way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances and sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Finally, part of the actual game. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with those whoever likes your poem the most. Doki Doki. Wonderful portrait. Infallible. Treasure, comfort, incongruent bliss, misfortune. Okay, let's try. I just realized there's only 3 on the left. Bliss. Oh my god, I got 20 options. Bliss, bubbles, spinning, summer, cute. Puppy! Sparkle. Fine landscape, fear, empty, papa. Imagination. Flower. Dazzle. Okay, swimsuit. I want to do swimsuit. No, keeping with the theme. Cute. Party. Fantasy. Valentine's, because that could be cute. Silly. I don't know what that word is, so I'm not going to use that. Amazing. Charm. Oh! Wait, no. Okay, they're just going off randomly. I'm like, I was thinking that, depending on what you clicked, one of these jumped. Bunny! Oh, wait. Was it right? Boop. Oh, I think I was right. Ah. Oh. Kawaii. Hi again, Poku. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Poku. Thanks for... I hope this isn't too overwhelming to come... Oh. Wow, I feel insulted. Of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too? I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then we won't see then you won't see the end of it. I felt threatened. That's cute. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collections in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah. That's funny. Manga is literature! I would yell, but I think my family's sleeping. Oh, I have another viewer. Thank you for joining. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Paku always gives it his best. Oh my god. Paku always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. God, I'm a good person if I'm helping cleaning a room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Poku can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori... Me? Not really? Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. And I'm back to one viewer. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Is Daddy dead? Yes. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl actually is being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. God. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some schedule activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I hear Natsuki utter the exasperated sigh within the closet. This closet? She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in the case she needs a hand. Oh my god. You looking for something there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacks of books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? Or did you bring it up at some point? Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelf. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set that she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can go do that through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Poku. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I want to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Oh, it's exceedingly Mo. Oh, Moa, I think. Don't just stand there. Ooh ah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes the seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. That's like a good spot for reading, though. Look at this sun. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Ooh. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Oh. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming an additional space while she hopes I won't notice. Well, I did. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Darn. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Gonna go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entirely entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, they get into all their backstories when some of the romance starts to happen. Ooh, romance. That's what really makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Uva. I know I'm not supposed to read it that way, but like, it's something that my friend says and it just makes me laugh, so. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that you haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Quinkity. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Ooh. Like I would ever get into anything because of it. Because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interesting in baking. Still, dang it. Can I go back? Dang it. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Oh, it's so cute. Read for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I can convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? Hmm? You don't? Um, that's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, huh? You still haven't grown up out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in their face. Oh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monica. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Then Natsuki laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a bit bad for her. Since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when you're connected with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. Though the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, damn it. Could your timing be worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Do you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said. Don't be dumb. Just take the book home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind in some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. God, the freaking character's so heartwarming. It's just so heartwarming seeing him be like so nice. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Oh crap. I'm sorry. What time is it right now for me? I'm sorry, I didn't see the comments. Hi. That's so embarrassing. Wait, how'd you guys... Did I tell you guys about that? Okay. Sorry, I put my phone away for a little bit. Didn't realize. And I'm assuming that one video viewers means you guys are gone again. Or am I more scared of what happened if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. Gosh damn it. Oh. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, thanks for having the notifications on. Well, now that's well, now that everyone's oh my freaking god, I can't read. Ready? Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Ciordi and Monica enthusiastic pull out their phone. Okay. Do I have to do it right now? And wait, since when were dads supposed to give their kids milk? I don't know why, but it makes me so happy. I just looked and it says 3. Ciori's in the Ciori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. But like I'm reading. Oh, how am I supposed to do that while reading? On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Why are these words so hard to read? I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Oh yes, pristine. No, I went back to 2. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I... Natsuki! I told Natsuki I wasn't interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I should share mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. I love the fact that I just freaking look down at my phone to check the chat and I just see you. I just see you guys saying stupid crap. And then, what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. Yes, I did. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Share yours. Not our fault, Teddy. So you're arguing in my chat because Haven won't give you milk. Comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Oh yeah, I'm good at poems. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Well, thanks for arguing in my chat about it. At least I have viewers for once. And anyway, you went and ruined it. Now you have to be daddy punk. Give us milk. Okay, do you want the right titty or left titty? I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Like, there's a bunch of noises I don't know how to make. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss. Oh my god. I'm ready to sleep. If she liked my poem. Better be a win. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. Didn't I already say that? Yeah. People can try, but that's about it. Click outside poem area to continue. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. I'm concerned what kind of horses you have that are freaking dancing. And what the crap's dressage? But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Then make it easy to read on me. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. I'm just imagining freaking like you have you ever like taught your dog to dance, like you hold a treat above their head and have them stand up and like spin. I just felt like I just imagined that with horses now because of you. Is it really? Uh, Like I can see it being dangerous, but I can see abusive. I forgot you're into horses. I forgot about that you're crap with horses. Me speak English very well. So you're already hating characters due to horses. About the horses, okay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I feel like you have a very wide vocabulary compared to me. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. So you want me to start flirting with a different character? Oh my god. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Alright, let me just be stupid and test you. What is a green horse and a lame horse? Okay. A green horse is a horse that's green. And then a lame horse is a horse that doesn't have friends. I'm sorry, I'm very bad with animals. I know this is probably going to end up offending you. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh, what a sincere person. Fine. A green horse is a horse that doesn't know how to be ridden, and a lame horse is a horse that is injured. Oh, I knew that second one. Okay, well, I will be waiting. You pick the next character. That might go in quicker than my words on this. Monica? Okay. Hi, Poku. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Oh my god. I'm not gonna go through and change my name to Poku Daddy. Or Daddy Poku. And also, last I knew of, dads aren't supposed to milk their children. Okay, then go back, pick the next character then. By the way, they're all gonna. By the way, they're only. Oh wait, never mind. She did call me. Never mind. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Poku. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But if that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to pass soon. Don't you even dare start a competition with me. As you heard in the chat yesterday, I will compete. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Poku. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. I'm cute. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. That was my goal. Okay, after the stream, I'll go super deep into concentration. Wow, you bully. You bully me. I'll go super... After the stream, I will start the competition. After she's a good... And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. And also, you're right, because most of my poems are depressing. Wait, if I went depressing, I think... Oh. Okay. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Better be. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. So is it a haiku? That might even feel like they're writing for kids, but you think about them. But if you think about them, God, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. Bet. Bet. I see. Oh shit, I can't speak. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. Do you want to make a bet on that, though? So I can see why it would be kind of your poem to explore. Oh my god. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And by the way, that's probably all you're going to get because I think my family's home and awake where it's noon. That's okay. Oh, okay. So you can't see the things I can see. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. I'm pretty sure Haven's mad at me, so I wouldn't say that. It's not like you have no worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, I'm probably just going to do the stream until 12. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have just sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Because Kale told me. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh my god, it's so long. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? If you're trying to do that, go for Sayori. Kill bad. So I should go after Sayori? Is that what you're saying? It's someone I know at IRL. It could have been me. See, oh my freaking god, I can't read. The direction spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I, what? A reel? Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. Yeah, fine. Then you're gonna have to freaking watch my streams and help me decide on how to do that then. No, I can't see. No, I already read that part. But it's too late. My retinas. Oh my god. Retinas. See? Like, how are you supposed to read that? Oh, and Razor needs to get on. She missed her milk. Oh my god. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. She caught them naked! It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now, I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Perv! So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. God. To be fair, I am a dude, so... Yeah, that's kind of the style that has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh crap. She's getting watched. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Why can't you just go put the crap like this in the freaking group chat instead of putting it in this chat? I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try, oh my god, if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make it any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should be next? Well, since no one's telling me, I'm gonna go Yuri. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. more than enough time for her to finish reading. How small's my poem? Oh. Oh my freaking god. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be reading after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new starters is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Screw up my headset. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not for sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, I can't read this handwriting. But I will try. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. Ow. The last yet to be replaced by this sickening blue-green blue of the future. bathe. Calm. Calm breathing, air of the present, but living the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm so sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Oh god, can she hear me? What? I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, it's just don't read script very often. Neither do I. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. I thought, even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost sharing? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Poku. Hey, I got 4. Yay! I think that's the highest of the day. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Why did I... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Poku. Yeah? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good not a good handwriter. A good writer. Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Flirt. Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. 5! Thank you. Even though it's just friends, most likely. But thank you. It still makes me happy. I think this is... Actually, need one more to be my highest. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Poku poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. I was just trying to flirt with the other girl. Syria hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Oh, I lost my faith. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Poku. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Sayori. Oh my god. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all. Yeah. I'm going to make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning. Oh, sorry. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed. You make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god, that's so something I would like. Ah, yes, food. Say hurry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit for a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. And, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds like, sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. It's also bad to skip school. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess that's everyone? I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. God, that sigh made me tired. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute? Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Poku did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Poku liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Poku appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Poku started showing up. Oh my god, I love the fact that came up out of nowhere. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I love this. I hate it, but I love it. It's funny. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Poku, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Poku. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language? Oh, wait. I didn't mean to put wait. Oops. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not an unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Poku? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I reached 7 for a second. Okay, should we agree with Natsuki, Yuri, or should we have Sayori come in? If we're going with who I would choose, Natsuki. But Mr. Braggs did say we should go for Sayori. I'll go with Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Poku. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. uh, uh, just the fact that they have to bring boobs into the poetry crap. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Natsuki sits down. Oh wait, never mind, I already had that. Oops. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like you can blame you. Like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. But what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, well, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Poku, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't have to hate them, do you? You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Poku, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It's like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. I am going to save that here and end this how on that note. Thank you all for joining. It made me really happy to see you all in chat. Thanks for making it the highest with 7, even though it was for a second. Hope you all have a great day.